Hi everybody, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you number 10 in the series of our Fat Quarter Adventure using this lovely, simply delightful. Let's get into this now. So we're into number 10, as we said. Now, number 10 is the start of the idea that when we have some fabric left over and they're all different sizes, the one thing you can start to think about is to make fabric to make it into something else. Okay, so those small pieces, joining them together, giving you if you've got pieces that are cut similar sizes, you can cut them in and make fabric out of them. So let me grab number 10. And this is a little table runner or table center, okay, using all different size pieces of the colors, but they're all about the same length, or sorry, the same width. And then we've just added some leftover white jelly roll pieces down the middle, and it's just been, you know, just some straight line quilting, because this will just sit in the middle of a table or, you know, on a coffee table or something like that. But on the back, after we finished our twisted table runner, we had some stripe left. So again, we've just quilted it, straight lines, and run it up, and it's going to be, I've now got a reversible that I can use at any particular time. Now, these kinds of things are the kinds of things that are helpful and handy around home. Now, if you've got a barbecue table, or you're going to have friends over and you want to protect your tabletop, these kind of things work really well. So if you want to have a dinner party, you want to have something a little bit more formal, you can use your neutrals. And I mean, in this whole series, a lot of these things will go together. So if you've had a quilt and you want something to put on a bedside table or something like that, if you can have this as a little, these kinds of things can come together. I made it into a table center or a little mat like this, because we've got a larger table. So eventually, when this sample eventually goes home, it can be in the middle of our barbecue table, and I don't have to worry about bringing other things out. I could use this for, if you're having something inside, you want to protect your tabletops, then this is done in the neutrals. So this is a little bit of fun, reversible, and look, they're handy, these kinds of things. So it's just a lovely way to use up the fabric. So you can see it doesn't really matter how big this, as long as we've got a similar width, we can join them together and cut it to a uniform width. Even if this one is narrower than this one, wouldn't make a difference. Okay? So don't be caught up thinking everything needs to be the same, and don't be caught up thinking that every piece needs to be the same. We are getting to the point of making sure that we use every single piece, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it looks good because everything sort of matches together. Okay? So, and the other thing, don't get too caught up about the placement. You know, you could be here forever if you're worried about the placement, but yes, you could turn your sections around so they don't clash with each other and all those kinds of things, but hey, this is getting it used and getting it useful. So again, all we've done is just put some binding on it. We've done the binding on as with using some of the jelly roll pieces that we had left over, joining them together so that we had a binding. So that's used a lot of that jelly roll, still a lot left, and we've made something that's fun and easy to do. Okay, so that will work really well as an entertainer's little backdrop. If you didn't want to make it quite so large, you don't need to. If you only wanted to make it like a small runner, you could. Look, you've got to go with whatever you feel is useful for you, or if you're making it for someone else, you know, you've just got to think if they're want it for a bench or a sideboard or something like that, then make it to the size that you need. Simple as that. So that's our table center, and I call it like a table center or a square mat. That's what we can use. I know my nan used to make things like this, and she used to use them as a bath mat. There's nothing to say you couldn't do that with this either. If you wanted something that was a little bit more colourful, you could. I remember she used to put a towel in between instead of wadding. She used to put a towel in between, and then she used to make her own bath mats and things like that with all the leftover fabric. So this one's for my nan. I know that she'd be looking down and saying she'd like that. So there we go. That's one more useful thing that you can add to your list from our Fat Quarter adventure. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.